It's mold is a really interesting one because it's another one of those things where I think it's simultaneously gotten a lot of attention and not enough attention. There are lots of people, sort of very extreme mold toxicity is described in the scientific literature. Black aspergillus, releases various toxins that can certainly have a neurological effect, but it's still relatively poorly understood. So you could certainly imagine why your exposure to something like mold, or there are actually lots of different toxins that could be in the environment that could be affecting cognitive function and cognitive decline, but we just haven't really adequately categorized them all. And that's something that we need to do a lot more of. And part of the problem has been that we're always trying to find like the one thing that causes cognitive decline, or the one thing that causes dementia. But in reality, it's probably all of these different things in a different mixture in different people, which is why everybody experiences cognitive decline differently. I even have close friends, colleagues who have experienced essentially exactly what you said. They're
crazy.
Yeah. So how you then, so first of all, old buildings where there's a lot of damp. There's been water damage. This is very common. So that's something that's definitely worth looking at. Like if you just moved into a new place, and like this is a story with a doctor that I know. She and her family moved into a new place, and just like everybody was suddenly sick all the time, and they couldn't figure out why. And then eventually they found that like one wardrobe that was kind of a built-in, like behind it was basically just like all black mold, and then they moved and everything completely changed. They felt like better immediately. So some of this is just, so some of this is just like figuring some of this out. So that could be a factor for some people, but I don't know how common it is. So the other side of it is that, people who are out there talking about mold, they're like, we should never be exposed to mold in everything. In anything at all, right? Mold is always bad. It's always going to be toxic. But humans have been around mold and these, for long periods of time, historically forever. So I don't think that we need to be always worried that mold is going to be bad, right? Mold on food, mold in our coffee. But like black mold in buildings can certainly have a big effect, but I don't know how prevalent it is.
Yeah.